In the small, peaceful city of Digos, Davao del Sur, a young girl named Christine Zini Lobrigas Tandingan grows up surrounded by the sound of music. Her father often strums his guitar in the evenings while her mother hums along, filling their modest home with warmth and melody. Little KZ sits quietly beside them, her wide eyes shining with fascination. From those moments, a dream begins to form inside her, the dream of becoming a singer. Unlike most girls her age, KZ doesn't have a smooth, sweet voice. Hers is raw, raspy, and distinct, a sound that sets her apart. At school, this difference often makes her the target of teasing. Some classmates laugh at her unusual tone, making her retreat into silence. Yet, instead of giving up, she turns inward, expressing herself through words and melodies that she carefully writes in her small notebook. These lyrics become her secret world, a place where her voice is not strange but special. One quiet afternoon, after school, she gathers the courage to record herself singing. Her voice cracks in places, the sound imperfect but full of emotion and truth. When she listens back, she doesn't hear flaws, she hears heart. A gentle smile crosses her face as a thought blooms in her mind, maybe being different isn't something to hide. Maybe, it's the beginning of something extraordinary. In that simple moment, the soul of an artist is born. During her college years at the University of Southeastern Philippines, KZ Tandingan's passion for music grows stronger, even as doubts often creep in. She studies music education, learning theory and technique, but deep inside, she knows her heart belongs on stage. Her friends encourage her to perform in small gigs and campus events, yet she hesitates. Compared to other singers with smooth, powerful voices, her sound feels too unusual, too raw. She fears that audiences might not understand her style, that they'll see her difference as weakness instead of strength. But one night during a university event, everything changes. KZ decides to take a risk. She steps onto the stage, microphone in hand, and begins to sing, not like anyone else, but in her own unique way. She blends rap, soul, and jazz, creating a sound that's entirely hers. The crowd goes wild, cheering and clapping for her originality. For the first time, she feels seen and accepted for who she truly is. Just as her confidence begins to bloom, KZ faces an unexpected setback. She develops a throat problem that forces her to stop singing for a while. The silence feels unbearable. She fears she might never sing again. Yet in that quiet time, she discovers something deeper, that music isn't just in her voice, it's in her soul. She writes in her journal, "Even if I can't sing, I'll still find a way to be heard." It's a promise she will one day fulfill. In 2012, KZ Tandingan decides to take the biggest risk of her life, auditioning for the X Factor Philippines. She travels to Manila with nervous excitement, clutching her dream tightly. The stage lights feel blinding, the judges, Gary Valenciano, Charisse, and Martin Rivera, stare intently, waiting for her to begin. Her hands tremble slightly as the music starts. Then, with calm determination, she begins to sing a soulful, jazz-infused version of "Over the Rainbow." From the very first note, something magical happens. The audience falls silent, mesmerized by the raw emotion in her voice. Her unique tone, once a reason for insecurity, now becomes her greatest strength. She transitions effortlessly between singing and rapping, breaking all the usual rules of performance. When she finishes, the crowd bursts into applause. Cherie smiles and says, "You're not just a singer, you're an artist." That moment changes everything. Week after week, KZ continues to surprise both judges and fans with bold, genre-blending performances. She sings reggae one night, soul the next, and even mixes Filipino rap into her songs. Her creativity and courage set her apart from every other contestant. When the final results are announced, KZ Tandingan is crowned the first-ever champion of the X Factor Philippines. As tears fill her eyes, she whispers, "This is for everyone who ever felt too different to be accepted." That night, the shy girl from Digos transforms into a national icon, fearless, authentic, and unforgettable. Several years after her triumph on the X Factor Philippines, KZ Tandingan takes her talent to a global stage. In 2018, she is invited to join Singer 2018 in China, a prestigious international competition featuring some of the world's best vocalists. Many consider her the underdog, a Filipino singer competing against internationally renowned artists. But KZ is used to being underestimated. She steps into the challenge with quiet confidence and a fire in her heart. When her turn finally comes, KZ walks onto the stage wearing her signature edgy style, short hair, fierce attitude, and a calm smile. The crowd waits curiously, unsure of what to expect. Then, she begins performing "Rolling in the Deep" by Adele, but in her own powerful way, blending English and Tagalog, switching from soulful singing to sharp rap verses, and adding Filipino rhythm and spirit to every beat. The audience rises to their feet, amazed by her creativity and stage presence. That performance goes viral across Asia. People call her the Asia's Soul Supreme, praising her for bringing originality, power, and emotion to every note. Through her music, KZ proudly represents Filipino artistry on the world stage. She doesn't just perform songs, she tells stories, challenges norms, and inspires others to be fearless. For KZ, this moment is more than fame, it's proof that authenticity can cross borders. The girl who once feared her difference now uses it to unite audiences across the world. In the quiet glow of a recording studio, KZ Tandingan sits with her headphones on, lost in rhythm and emotion. Years have passed since her first performance on the X Factor, yet her passion for music burns brighter than ever. She's no longer just a contestant or a local star, she's a symbol of authenticity, resilience, and fearless creativity. Each lyric she writes comes from a place of truth, each note from a heart that has known both pain and triumph. Despite her fame, KZ remains grounded. She still recalls the little girl from Digos who once doubted her voice. Now, that same voice has touched millions around the world. Her songs are filled with honesty, stories of love, heartbreak, and strength that connect deeply with her listeners. When she speaks about her music, she often says, "It's not about sounding perfect. It's about being real." That belief defines everything she does. As she finishes recording a new track, she leans back and smiles, feeling a quiet sense of fulfillment. Outside the studio window, the city lights shimmer, reminding her how far she has come. From a shy girl afraid to sing too loud to a global artist celebrated for her originality, KZ's journey is proof that embracing one's uniqueness is the key to greatness. Her story is not just about music, it's about courage, identity, and the power of staying true to oneself.